Well, hello. Here we are again. Just in time. It's time for Silent Hill. Our favorite little dreary fun resort town. The time has come, everyone, to return into the fog once again and get through the labyrinth. I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited too. That's the plan. Here we are again. All right, let's see. All right, so as you can see, we are currently in the labyrinth. So because we are in the labyrinth, we just have to get through it. Boom. Easy, right? Little check. That's the plan, at least. We'll see how well that shakes out, right? But for now, let's progress. Let me move my notebook out of the way. I have to get used to it existing. Sometimes I forget to move it, unfortunately. Alright, so let's get to it, shall we? All right. Oh, I got a DM, or is that my thing? There we go. That works. Ah, let's go. I already hear a bunch of shit. No whispers. You're talking to. Y'all hear him too, right? It's not just me, I hope. All these doors locked. I am remembering some stress coming up ahead. The body of a man later identified as Thomas Orozco, lumberjack age 39, was discovered in the blank bedroom lying face down. Or maybe face up. The probable cause of death was multiple stab wounds to the front of the neck and the left side. Alright. Was discovered in the bedroom lying face up. The probable cause of death was multiple stab wounds to the front of the neck and the left side of the torso by a sharp-edged weapon. The estimated time of death was somewhere between 11 p.m. and 12:30 midnight. Due to signs of struggle in the room and the lack of a murder weapon, police are considering this a homicide and have opened the murder investigation. Furthermore, given the fact that the cash in the room was untouched and Mr. Orozco had a history of drunkenness and violence, the police suspect the motive was not robbery, but instead a crime of passion. I'm gonna do one quick thing real quick. One moment. Alright, we're back. Hopefully deal with that congestion a little bit. Oh no. So I will say, this chapter does deal with some heavy shit. Just FYI. There's your heads up. Hello, the narrator. How are you? I'm making my way through this labyrinth. Picking up some shells. Oh, make sure I'm all reloaded just in case. Because I don't exactly remember how the turn of events occur, but they do occur. And at some point, it's fairly a bit shaky. So welcome, narrator. I hope you're having a good evening and not having to deal with a fog of your own. Of course, as you do. You know, your job is very important. I hope you understand that you are appreciated for all you do. The narrator is vital to most, if not all, stories.
Please. I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please.
Angela? Angela, it's me.
No. Please. Daddy!
Okay, we are starting with this. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, we're starting with this part, okay. Oh. It's fucked off. Okay. Okay, cool. So as a narrator, you go into live streamer streams and you start narrating a story. Ah. Well, that's interesting. I do appreciate a good narration. Also, this guy seemed to have run off after a run-in with the chainsaw. Alright. I believe this is the way forward. goes Angela. I'm not liking those noise. And sure, go ahead. Consider me curious. It'll help us process the trauma that is unfolding before us right now. Get the rifle ready just in case. All right, Angela, hold up. All right, so I do have a theory about this little room, right? I have a theory that in Angela's old home, this is where she would hide from the abuse. I don't know if that's true, but it seems that way. Got a little blanket teddy bear and it's like hidden away. That's my assumption. I'm hoping it's not where she was like forced to stay. Let's see. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. In the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, the world will end. What do you want to do? Explore by asking some questions, proceed to the cabin, or turn around? Let's see. I check myself to see what I am carrying on my person, rummaging through my jacket, through my pockets, taking a stock of my inventory to see what exactly I have with me for this task.
What I did? Look at me!
Oh my god, I cannot see shit. Alright. Calm yourself. going back that way. You look at yourself, rummaging your hands through every pocket and find nothing. You're completely unarmed. Finding nothing, I look around. But there might be something in the cabin. Who knows? I take a brief look around after searching myself and finding nothing of use. I then proceed towards the cabin, deciding the only way is forward. There's no point in going back in this situation. With every stage of this here hell has this little place to hide in. As far as I know, he can't enter. You take a look around and see no other options other than to proceed to the cabin. Well, in that case, let's go forward. To the cabin we go. We got a world to save after all, right? A warning. Before you go any further, she will lie and she will cheat to avoid being slain. And here we are traversing through Don't fall for her manipulation and don't lose focus on your task at hand. God, the noises. Very well. I take these warnings to heart and proceed forward. And as we see here, we are making our way deeper into Angela's personal hell, as it becomes less of an apartment and more of a fleshy abomination. Gasping, breathing.
You think leave? Run away. Where would you go? There's nothing. No one cares. Best for you. Watch you.
We proceed to the cabin and open the door to reveal a calm but eerie room. You step in with the warnings you were given. We break through some of the nightmare here. The interior of the cabin is bland and old. A thick layer of dust covers every surface. The only furniture of note is an old table of pristine blade perched on the edge of the table. What do you want to do? Explore by asking some final questions, pick up the dagger and enter the basement, or enter the basement unarmed, or leave. I take another brief look around, hands slipping under the table as I approach to see if there's anything beneath it, before picking up the dagger and examining it, turning it slightly in my hand, inspecting the handle, the hilt, and the blade. Oh, it just got really quiet. Not going that way. I love how this area just becomes more deranged and industrial, rusted and fleshy. It's crazy. This is Angela's hell we're going through. The words that plague her, and the monster that haunts her. For James, it's Pyramid Head. For Angela, it's the Abstract Daddy. being assaulted with all these horrible sounds. Alright, you motherfucker.
Angela. It's okay. Calm down.
Don't order me around!
I'm not. It's okay. It's over.
Don't even try.
Try what?
Like you don't know. I see what you're doing. It's always the same with you. You're only after one thing.
Angela, please.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead. Say it. Or you could just force me. Like he always did. You disgusting pig. I hate you. I hate you.
Angela. I don't know who you think I am, but I don't want to hurt you. I just want to get my Mary back.
You're Mary. Your own little Mary. At least she was. For a while.
What?
Admit it. You didn't want her around anymore.
No.
You probably found someone else.
No!
I need to find my mama.
I never.
Ooh. All right. You take a look around and swiftly put your hand under the table to feel a key taped to it, the underside of the table. You take it and inspect it. The key is shiny and solid with the quote, "freedom," etched on its base. You put it in your pocket and take a look at the pristine dagger and inspect it. It's very sharp, capable of cutting through flesh and bone like butter. The handle encased in a black tape cover. After inspecting the knife and the key, I take one final look around the room. Looking for a possible door that the key may go to. Also, I'm going to ban this this bot that just spammed chat. I grabbed permissive cat bot, spam bot, and throw him out the window. That's not part of the story. I just want to say that. So yes, this section I'm in is a bit heavy. Yeah. This is definitely one of the more disturbing entities you deal with in this game. But we beat it. We beat his ass. And we somewhat helped Angela. Let's see, anything up here? Some rifle rounds, definitely need that after I fired so many of them. And now we have our own little map that we draw, which is actually very nice. After inspecting the dagger and key, you look around for a door which this key goes to. The only other door in the cabin is the basement door, and that doesn't require a key. After doing my final survey, I clutched the dagger defensively in my right hand as I approached the basement door, cracking it open and preparing to enter and facing whatever may be within. If you think this task is going to be as easy as you think, well, it isn't. Just a heads up. This is disturbing. Alright, now we're in the actual labyrinth of the labyrinth. We beat up Angela's piece of shit dad. And now we're in a deeper hell.
Maria? Maria! I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt?
Not at all, silly.
But the thing... It stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator and then...
James, what are you talking about?
Just before. Don't you remember?
James? Honey? Did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything. But you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So you are Maria.
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
Doesn't matter who I am. I am here for you, James. See? I'm real. Don't you want to touch me?
I don't know.
Well, if you happen to make up your mind, I'll be waiting.
I'll find some way to... I'll come back, I promise.
I love both of their performances in that scene. So well done. After looking around, you clutch the dagger tightly with a deft grip and walk over to the basement door and open it gently. Opening the door reveals a stone staircase. It's cold and it's dark. You proceed down the stairs with the dagger in your hand and stop halfway down to hear a voice creep up from below. Oh, this room shifted a bit, didn't it? Quite a lot, actually. So I want the triangle. Triangle pointing up. There we go. Buckled in for a long journey here. I remember the Labyrinth taking a little bit. Hello, is anyone there? And more And more precisely, why are you here? Oh, we're in the bug hallway. Oh, great. The Mandarins. I take a few cautious steps forward. I don't respond right away, listening as I approach the source of the sound, the source of the voice. And there's what, 3 paths, 4 paths? Well, 3. Alright, so I gotta break that. 3 paths, alright. We'll try this one first. Locked. I hate these hallways. Shit. Fuck. Oh shit, I got stabbed. I got stabbed again. Fuck, this thing is aggressive as shit. Please be open. Please be open. Oh my god. Okay. Hoo-hoo. I hate that hallway. I hate those. Oh fuck me. Hi. Welcome, Zeh. And that is the narrator. They're narrating. You know, as narrators do. You take a few more steps down the stairs and say nothing. Proceeding down the stairs a little bit more, you enter the basement. I like how they just shove you. This little asshole just pops me with its fucking arm legs. It's just Jesus. Little fleshy noises everywhere. And I should actually stream that at some point too. Oh, I didn't mean to attack you again. Gonna keep auto aiming at that thing. Was it this way? Yeah. Alright. That does not look like a fun place either. But where is a fun place in this little slice of hell I'm in? Oh my god. That is a horrid, rotten mess right there. Of course we're gonna reach in there, because why the fuck wouldn't we? That probably smells horrible. So who the fuck keeps lighter fluid in a nasty rotten fridge? You look to the left and see nothing. You look to the right and see a lady bound to the wall by a large chain. She can't move very far due to the chain, so you should be safe from the right distance. Oh, god damn it. I thought that was an actual door. It's fucking painted on. So I got the lighter fluid. I hope you're doing well, Zebunbun. Zebunay. Oh, it's coming. Alright, Good. To my knowledge, that thing can't hit me through the door, at least. Still missing a key. Alright, now we go south. I hope that thing can't just see me. Well, I've got many questions, and I doubt you'll answer any. But my biggest concern is the dagger you hold in your hand. That is making me think of you as more of a threat. I look around the room a little more, examining the basement. I check and see if there's anyone else besides the princess, though I have doubts by how small the room seems to be. I don't quite answer her just yet, inspecting her bindings from a distance. I don't like threats, and I certainly don't like liars, so if you consider answering any of my questions, make sure they're true. I'm warning you. I respond with a nod. I have very little reason to lie. You seem to be at a bit more of a disadvantage than myself, so go ahead and ask away. Also, we have a 1-minute warning till ad break, which will take a short break so I can step away for a moment, stretch and all that during the ads. I hate that thing is just right there. I probably cannot make it to the end of that room within the next 30 seconds, so I'm just going to step away now for a quick break. So we will be back after these messages. You look around the basement and it's empty, just you and her. You inspect her bindings and the chains she is binded with aren't breaking anytime soon. We'll be back shortly. See y'all in a moment. I also suggest this time if you're hanging out to take the time yourself to have a stretch, get some water, bathroom, whatever you need to do. and I appreciate y'all for hanging around during this brief break. I'll be right back. And we are back. Thank you for those. Thank you for y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Satisfied after inspecting the chains and seeing that they are at least secure and strong. You nod at her and say what you say. She looks at you with a squinted face. She inspects you for a second. Her attitude lifts and she starts to smile slightly. I stay at what I feel is a safe distance from her after looking at the chains. Knife still in hand as I await her questions. Alright, let's see if we can run my happy ass through this ass room. It's a fucking dead end. Alright, made it out of there. Drink. Empty. Alright, looks like I gotta take another path then. This. Oh wait. Is that door open? Fuck! You know, I saw that coming too slightly. Well, is there any reason to have this weapon with you? I look at her a moment, then down to the dagger in my hand. And respond. Why, yes. For my own protection, for one. But also, I was sent here for a particular reason. I pause, staring at her. That is a nasty looking little bloody hole over there. Ah, I see. Here we go, reaching into another fucking nasty hole. The noises do not make this any easier at all. A lighter wick. to build this lighter. Oh, you suck. Oh. You can drop them. That's good to know. Alright, leave me alone. You're not actually in the best spot for me to shoot yet. Oh, fuck! Okay. Okay. That guy startled me a bit. You look at her, then back at your dagger, and answer her questions. You pause after answering them and look back at her.
What the hell?
This is like a little sad looking cubicle. The iron key. Well, you brought it for protection. Oh, please, who says I'm a threat? Well, clearly I'm not, just a damsel in distress, if you would see it as that. And two, who exactly sent you here, and for what purpose? I pause for a moment. The first part of her question making me think, as I try to remember who exactly it was who sent me here. Vaguely recalling that I was following this path and the mission at hand, but unable to recall exactly who sent me. Now, before you say anything crazy, listen here. If she finds out anything, we're doomed. I pause at that again, pondering. As I look her over once more. noting her attire if there may be anything hidden upon her, perhaps a concealed weapon of her own. And then I respond. I was out in the woods. I was sent to hunt a wolf. A big, nasty wolf. It has been terrorizing a village. And we were tracking it to its lair, and I ended up here. Well, it's good to know that I can kill these things. Are they actually unable to see me? Oh, they totally see me. Okay, shit. We're gonna retreat from that. Okay. Alright. We look up and down into inspect her attire, trying to note new weapons on her. She has nothing but a white ball gown dress and a tiara. But once again, who knows? I really hope it can't hit me through that wall. Let's see, where am I? Hold up, I've already done this. Why am I here again? You tell her that information and she starts to look very upset. Squinting her eyes again, she looks at you, clenching her fists. Fuck. Alright, out of that hellhole. Yeah. Whatever you said clearly went the other way in her mind. Her left eye twitches twice and she stands with her chain. Okay, we're not reaching in there. Another nasty bug room. Fucking blew up the bathtub, I guess. Broken lighter. Alright. Gonna hit that save. We got a couple little paths we can inspect. Really hope this isn't a dead end. It's way bad enough there's a fucker right here. Oh my god, that actually hurt a lot. Well, don't look at me like that. I know what you did. You lied. And I know you did. I could tell something wasn't right about you. Oh shit. Did you stab me again? Huh. Well, looks like we did all that. Okay. Alright, let's see. Combine lighter, wick, fluid to make a whole lighter. I keep an eye on her as she stands, maintaining my distance. Still unsure if she was the threat that they had claimed that she would be. But still not foolish enough to let my guard down quite yet. I've had to deal with people like you, and you know where they are now? 6 feet under, if you know what I mean, and you're no exception. I tilt my head in response to that. I thought you were simply a damsel in distress. How would you send so many to their graves if you were in such distress? Back up a little bit, James, just a little bit. That's good. Hey, look, guys, another hole. All right, here we go. Down again. Feel like this hole is probably deeper than 6 feet, though. Funny enough. That's the first part done. What is that? A cross with a pair of balls. Yes, I know that's not what that symbol's called, but it's kind of what it looks like, I guess. See, it's like a little cross with a pair of balls at the bottom. Why is it making that noise? So last time I did that door, so now I'm doing this door. Oh great, these guys. Little crawly fucks. Well, I was free once, but it's a long story. And I'm not in the mood to explain it, you know? If you told the truth, maybe we could have figured it out. But no, you lied. Now you've got consequences. I look at her, tilting my head again, curiously. And what consequences are these? And it wasn't quite a lie. I am hunting a beast. Though perhaps it's not here. Perhaps I'll need to look elsewhere. That has yet to be determined, I suppose. Let's see, is this open? No. No mannequin crawled that way. Oh. That's a big fucking slash mark. Only know one fucker who would leave that. Well, you're about to find out. She starts tearing through her chained arm with her mouth, mangling flesh and muscle with her teeth. Her arm drops with a thud, and her chain follows. As I watch the carnage of her self-mutilating to escape, I take a step back, holding my arm upwards with the knife. Blade pointed her direction, hilt towards myself. A defensive stance, not quite offensive just yet. Eyes wide, a slight look of concern, but also wary, as blood drips from her arm and she gets into combat position, pouncing like a lion onto its unsuspecting victim. Well, we're dead. At her pounce, I attempt to swing my arm. A slash, a stab, whatever may help. Hoping something lands in the sudden... Hoping something lands after her sudden attack. Gotcha, you little crawly thing. I do not want to get spit on by these things. This is one of my least favorite things to happen. Oh, well, that looks important. step back and get the dagger into a defensive position and get ready for her pounce. This tunnel is dark and full of terrors. You slash at her rapidly, cutting through other flesh but not important flesh. She gets you to the ground and she grabs your dagger out of your hand and breaks it, throwing it to the side. Another big gash across the wall. I don't like how high these ceilings are. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Alright. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Holy shit, why is there 3 of them? That's 2. Was there 3 or did I just imagine that 3rd one? She looks at you, eyes wild with fury and rage. She looks at her clawed hands. I lay there beneath her, having been disarmed, surprised at her strength at being able to destroy the dagger with such relative ease. All I can do is offer a slight smile. Well, you've got nothing. You asked for the consequences and you're getting them. I could spare you, only if you apologize. I look up at her. A slight smile, trying to diffuse the situation, the very violent situation. Alright. Let's calm down. Let's settle down. You got me down. You disarmed me. Cut you a bit. Wasn't my intent. But you did jump me. And you seem to be bleeding quite a bit. I say, looking at her missing arm and the bloody stump at the end. How about we settle down? You seem to no longer be, chained. And let's have another little talk. Little spider thing. Talk about getting pounced on. These things are quite aggressive. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Sip of water, and down we go. You did fail, but what was you supposed to do? Or at least maybe you can figure things out. Oh, I see you, little hiding thing. There you go. I tried to throw a punch at me. Did you see that? Little asshole. Okay, that's the key I need. Oh, the bleeding. Don't worry about that. I'm not just a monster. Watch this. Well, that door is locked. Let's go back up here. No, you know, I guess I could have gone the other. That's fine. In case that thing follows me. Right. She walks back over to the severed arm and slips it out of the chain and temporarily connects it to her stump. I keep an eye on her as she reattaches her. Oh. Don't you interrupt me, little mannequin. I keep an eye on her as she reattaches her stump. Eyes widening ever slightly. Well, that's a neat little trick. Seems you've spent some time at the Baker residence, I say jokingly. See, there's no need to worry. My arm is all fine and dandy. Ah, damn it. My dress is all red. I'll sort that out. I slowly start to raise a little bit, so I'm no longer laying on my back. Hands held up in a non-threatening manner. Clearly unarmed. But still not wanting to further provoke her unnecessarily. Wow, I missed. That was a horrible miss. Alright, you calm down there. Oh, can I actually see the ceiling? Huh. Oh wait, it's over here. With the tip of her finger, she simply cleans the stains and the blood drips from her finger and hits the floor. After being knocked to the ground, you sit up in a non-threatening manner and make a joke. She turns around and raises an eyebrow. Wait. What do you mean by that joke? I smile, watching her remove the blood from her dress with another interesting little talent. Wow, it seems you really are more than meets the eye, aren't you? And as for the joke, It's the Bakers. The Baker residence. From Resident Evil, I say playfully. Certain I probably might not live the night. Might as well go out with some sort of humor. I then add, I certainly hope... That startled me. I then add, I certainly hope it's not mold that's the source of that trick, though. Wires. Man, the labyrinth really is fairly long. It's a fairly long humor, really. Well, who knows? You might even live. No, it's not mold, just one of my many special abilities. Oh shit. Break a little faster than that. Hey, buddy. How you been, guy? You know, the bugs treating you well or whatever? Your gown is very pretty today. You got a little stain on it though. It's, you know, bit of a mess. Sorry, finger slip. Anyways, yeah, I hope you have a good day, buddy. Seems to have left. Somewhere at least. She walks back over to the dagger and picks up the components, the blade and the handle. She takes some of her blood and smears it on the handle and sticks the blade back on, just like glue. Why'd y'all all have to rush me at once? Jesus! Alright then. Oh my god. Damn! They fucked me up. They just all ran at me. Fucking bastards. I watch her once again use her glue to perform what would otherwise be considered a miracle, defying my own knowledge of physics. Well, this is a nice dagger you got here. Stainless steel. Gripping handle. Well, I guess you might have been ready to do some combat. I raise my hands a little, in a slight shrug, my head motioning slightly backwards to the door in which I used to enter the basement. Well, to be fair, it wasn't mine. I found it upstairs. I merely grabbed it in case I needed it. Clearly, it may not even have been necessary. Its original owner, I assume, is probably whoever put you in this room. I say, not quite meaning to, but rhyming either way. Also, ad warning, coming in 2 minutes. Let me see if I can... Alright, where am I? I can see if I can get back to more or less where I was before I died. Oh, now you're on that side, you fucker. Bullets don't seem to do much to him. Well, since this ad is about to start, we'll just hang out here with our little guardian executioner friend. So, this isn't your dagger. And you're suspecting whoever placed it here is the one who put me down here. How bold. I shrug again. I don't know who else it would be. Either whoever placed you here, or you yourself. Perhaps some other random passerby that came through. Alright. Short ad break. We'll be back after these messages. Go ahead, take the time to take a stretch, get some water, whatever you need to do. And we'll be back shortly. Appreciate y'all for hanging around. BRB. And now we're back. Appreciate y'all hanging around. Alright. Alright, Red. I think we're, had enough of a stare down. I hope you have a nice day doing whatever it is you're doing. Let's see. Let's see if we can deal with these fucking things up here. Well, since I don't trust you with this dagger, I'm going to keep it with me for now. I wave my hands ever slightly, again non-threateningly. Well, I mean, might as well. You saw how effective I was with it when I did have it. I say with a slight laugh. A little bit closer. Well, there goes our opportunity to slay her. Man, I wish these things didn't spew everywhere. Ooh. This is where we need to be. Another question. Do you have anything else on you? I pause for a moment, tilting my head, about to respond before stopping and remembering, almost having forgotten, as I raise my hand and slowly lower it to my pocket. As I do so, yes, actually, another thing I found upstairs, if you don't mind me reaching for it. Forgot there was a quick turn in this game. That probably would have been helpful in some cases, actually. Let's see. I could go down and dip for a save. Not that way. The Labyrinth. Need to backtrack ever slightly here. And make our way. Alright, I did go that way before. It's this way. Check. Ooh, ow. Fucking mannequins. Sure, go ahead. Take it out of your pocket. I'm curious. I reach into my pocket to fetch the key that I had found taped beneath the table upstairs. I hold it up, pinched between my thumb and index finger, up and outwards for her to see. I also found this upstairs, underneath the very same table that dagger was on. I don't know what the fuck that noise was. Okay, so that was literally just a shortcut. When? A lot of looping hallways here, ain't there? Alright. We're here. I just need to make my way back to the wires, but I'm curious, because I do like to check all the paths I can. Gotta go see our buddy Red downstairs again. Play a little bit of ring around the fucking posies. And check that other ladder that was down there. Oh god, I can right hear him scraping. Her eyes light up as she looks at the key. Maybe she knows where it goes. Could you pass me the key? I turn the key slightly in my hand, looking down on it, reading the word freedom upon it, and then looking back up at her. I had assumed this was for your chains after seeing them, but clearly that wasn't quite necessary. I look over to the now empty shackle where her arm was once ensnared. I suppose now I really have no more use of it, do I? I say before tossing it her way. Oh my god, I just barely dodged that. Alright, ladder, go! God, those are some horrible noises down there. Alright. So what is over here, and was it worth the backtrack? So far, nothing. Oh, okay. Well, that is kind of worth it. Whole world ahead of us. 19. Alright, so we got ammo and a syringe. Okay, yeah, that was worth it. Nice. I'll take it. Right. It would be right there, wouldn't it? Well, doesn't sound like Red's here at least. Fuck. He would get a hit in on me. You know what? This works. It's the way I need to go anyways. Oh. Nice. You toss her the key and she catches it. Walking back over to the chain, she unlocks the third chain that her arm was stuck in. On the very wall was 3 chains. Two of them chains were for arms, and the chain in the middle is for the head. Oh. Hi, Red. Oh, goodbye. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I found the way. Okay. Well, see you, buddy. Oh, it's a hole. God, these are deep holes we're just jumping in on. Like, damn. She looks at the chains and her face lights up with a devious, almost evil smile. She turns her head to look at you. I watch as the key seems to work on the chains. Making a comment. Ah, well, it seems that was what they were. That seems to be what it was for. Seems I was right. Do you want to see another trick? I mean, I suppose I kind of figured that I wasn't gonna just be able to walk out of here anytime soon. I say with another slight smile. Attempting to keep a humorous attitude despite the obvious danger. Back to the head cube. We're what? 15 hours? 15 and a half hours in? Not bad. Alright. Where's our next destination? Hey, welcome, Tori. Your computer's in pieces. I hope that's not a bad thing. I hope you're just upgrading it. Either way, aside from that, I hope you're having a good day. And appreciate you stopping by. Need to figure out which symbol I need to. Alright. Looks like a Dorito with a cross at the end. Pointing downwards. Oh. Well, that is good. Because that is like planned deconstruction and reconstruction. And the stream's doing good. I'm making my way through the labyrinth. I died once. And we're having a fun little narration going on as well in my YouTube chat, it sounds like. It's been a very interesting thing that the narrator has been cooking up in the chat. It's been fun. It's been a good stream. I think I'm getting near the end of the labyrinth. I'm trying to remember this. I remember this section being fair. Oh wait, I think this part's pretty rough. Oh yeah, this is the hard part. I remember dying a lot in this part. Nice. Hey, upgrading computer is always a good time. I mean, I'm getting close, I think. What was my first, what did I say earlier, like 20 hours or something? And I'm at 15, so we're getting there. But yeah, this part is pretty rough. I'm hoping the chainsaw will help it be not as bad. We will see. This chainsaw is good, but going after multiple things at once, not as effective. She grabs the chains and pulls them straight out of the wall. With the chains in hand, her hands turn a glowing red and the chains melt into a goo. My eyes widen watching the indeed interesting, fascinating, and also surprising trick. As I merely tilt my head, taking a slight step back. Well, that is a nice trick. Indeed. Though, it makes me curious. Why didn't you do that before? Alright, let's grab this. Prepare for hell. Shotgun just in case. Alright, psych myself up, take a drink of water. Here we go. Alright, so far so good. This guy's spitting up. Ooh, we did it. And yeah, I hope so too. Cause lagging sucks. Like, lagging is rough. I feel that. I actually had to upgrade my... Holy shit. I actually had to upgrade my current PC before I could play this game on stream with my VTuber. So I feel that. Which... I think we thankfully have a decent computer. I just needed to upgrade the GPU because I did not have enough VRAM. Alright. Any supplies, anything? Oh. Oh God. Syringe. Is there something else to kill? It's a little of both CPU and GPU, but my last graphics card didn't have a lot of VRAM, and running both, like my stream setup and the game, caused it to lag pretty bad. Though I do believe the fog and stuff does add to the CPU load as well. Not sure the exact specifications on it. But right now my CPU, according to OBS, is at like 24 or 25%. Continuing the narration, do you want me to get upset again? My ways are something a little bit more than usual to comprehend. I got, what was it called? It was I got an AMD. My old one was a 3080 got an AMD. I don't remember which one. It's like RTX 790 XT or something. The AMD names are a little different. Yeah. And I look at the princess, waving my hands again, stating, "Yeah, that's fair. You do you. I'm not here to upset you. I'm just, I feel like, you know, could have just left at any point. I don't know. Just my thought. Just my thought. You want me to be honest? I'm being honest with you." Place is like falling apart. Holy shit. Yeah, no, that's one thing I've discovered. Pretty much when you do a CPU upgrade, you almost have to just upgrade the whole thing. Like, because you usually need like a new motherboard, which new power supply, new everything, like for the most part. Oh boy. Which I have been thinking of doing, of getting a new stuff, yeah. I don't need to yet. My main reason for wanting to is because of, Oh, well, happy birthday if I missed it. Oh my god. Thanks. I don't know how I avoided that, but yay, I guess. Oh, hi. You little... Oh, okay, okay. I am fighting for my life right now. Holy shit. Did I actually fucking survive? Holy shit. And yeah, I don't blame you. It's usually like one of the biggest things you'll spend money on, aside from like house shit and like cars. But yeah. Which I got to do both not too long ago. But yeah. Yeah, I think my current PC, not counting the new GPU, was like $3 grand. Yeah, like close to 3,500. Which, granted, I bought it during COVID, so yeah. With the gooey metal in her hand, she molds and shapes it into a long, flat sheet of metal. She shapes it not to be as wide. She shapes it to not be as wide and makes it the same width as the dagger. Oh my god, there are so many bugs here. But again, 2020, what, 5 years ago? So, getting a little bit to that point where I might need to upgrade my CPU at some point. So we'll see. I'm thinking about it. So far, things run all right. That's usually how I do it until I come across something which stops me. That I don't usually upgrade. Oh, hey, Red. Well, hope you have a nice day. Oh, boy. Oh, they're moving. Yeah, move a little faster. Gooey limbs. Holy shit. Oh. I think these things are really cool, but also disturbing. She holds up the dagger and slides the extension onto it. Welding the metal together, she kneels to the floor and starts sharpening the metal against the stone floor. I merely watch as the princess, who is a quote-unquote damsel in distress a mere moments ago, now having escaped and is forging her own sword out of the dagger and chain. Curious at the scene I was witnessing before me, but also fascinated. Oh, I lost tracking for a moment. Alright, Tori. Have a good night. Enjoy your nap. And I'll catch you next time. Appreciate you stopping by. I should be back again Wednesday. I'm trying to keep consistent schedule. I need to actually make a schedule available somewhere on my stuff. But yeah, hope you have a good one and thank you for hanging out. Enjoy your rest and enjoy the new computer. I think I'm at the end, thankfully.
Marie?
Of course. That's fine. I might do other days too. We'll see. I try and keep Monday, Wednesday as my consistent days. And the others are just as can be. Also, you're here just in time to see Maria die again. Oh yeah, it is Easter. Oh, yes, again.
Mary.
Interesting that it's a hospital bed with an IV. What a gasp. Isn't she evil? It's a little hard to say.
What the hell?
I don't know if evil's the right word. She's a choice. Also, hey, I got a new weapon. Too bad I can't swing it. Maria is a choice without, I guess without spoiling it. You know, I probably shouldn't leave the knife right next to the save when I'm trying to use the save. Oh my god, this thing is heavy as shit. Pyramid Head is a fucking beefcake, being able to just swing that around all willy-nilly as he does. But yeah, Maria is... How to put it? She's not really an antagonist. But she's also not, like, there to help you. She is a temptation. In some ways, I mean, in some ways she is an antagonist. But in other ways she's not. It's just a direction you can go. Well, a direction James can go. Similar to Pyramid Head, who is also not evil, but is serving a purpose, and James is therapy. Sparks fly everywhere as the metal gets sharper and sharper. She gets it to the perfect blade and etches the quote, "Damsel's dagger," with her nail. That's right. I mean, the real Maria. I don't want to spoil, but you are correct in a way, sort of. Also, hey, we got 100 messages today with Restream chat. Nice. She finishes up the dagger and basically turns it into a katana. She gets up and passes the blade to you. I am taken aback slightly with surprise as the new weapon was offered to me. I reach out my hand for the handle, palm facing upwards, to accept it, and asking simply, Are you sure? And yeah, Tori, I will say, this game doesn't spell out a lot of stuff either, so some of what I'm saying is interpretation. It's not like it's explicitly stated. And the part of the game that deals with a lot of Maria's like I guess her backstory a little bit, for lack of a better word, isn't in the remake yet. And I hope they add it to the remake, but for now it's not. Oh my god. I am going to take this giant fucking blade with me. I kind of wish you actually got to use this as a weapon. In the original, you got to swing it around a bit. It's not a good weapon, by the way. It's a really ineffective one. It's really strong, but slow as fuck. But in this one, you can't really even lift it, let alone swing it. You just kind of painstakingly drag it across the ground. But I still like it. Which is funny because it is not a sword, even though it looks like a sword. It is a giant fucking knife. A great knife, if you will. The great knife. She drops it into your palm and kneels down to you. I grip the handle in my hand, tilting it to the side, inspecting the craftsmanship, surprised at how exquisite it was. Looking down at the princess, curious as she knelt in front of me. Have a good one, Tori. Thanks for hanging out. You have a good nap and rest well. I'm sure I've got an idea of what we can do after. I look down at her, curious. After what? I ask simply. Alright. I sadly cannot take the sword with me. Knife. I really want to take the knife with me, but it won't let me, unfortunately. Pyramid Head's great knife. Alright. We made it to the graveyard. This felon drank one last bottle of ale before he was executed. This felon drank one last bottle of ale before he was executed and laid here to his eternal rest. Well, I know a way out of here. Freedom will be ours. Miriam K. Traitor. I'm not sure who that is, Miriam K. Walter Sullivan. We'll get to meet him when we get to Silent Hill 4. I look down at her, still curious at the sudden turn of events. Are you sure you want to let her plan go ahead? It could end the world. I hold the katana to the side, lifting it slightly to hold it over my shoulder. What's your plan? What will lead... What... How do I phrase this? What's your plan? What freedom would we get? I ask. I hold the katana resting upon my shoulder. Let's see. Angela Orozco. Eddie Dombrowski. Three empty graves. And of course, James Sunderland. You'll notice, right? We have seen, was it 4 people in this town? Of course, James, Angela, Eddie, Laura, and Maria. So 5 people. I don't know if I said 4, but 5 people. 4 if you don't count James, because that's us. Yet, there are only 3 graves here. That's an important clue. 3 graves. And we're missing, so we got James, Eddie, Angela. We're missing Laura, and we're missing Maria. And that is important. That is a important detail. Well, follow me, and you'll figure it out. I look down at her and simply ask, well, what do you want me to do? You ever just find a hole, a fucking grave buried? Or not buried, but dug up grave with your fucking name on it and just decide you're just gonna jump right in? That's what we're doing. She stands once again and starts heading up the stairs. Getting to the top, she waits in the doorway. I grip the katana, keeping it in hand as I watch her make her way up the stairs. Come on, don't be shy. I look up at her. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound, right? I say, somewhat to myself, somewhat to no one in particular, not even directly to her. as I approach and follow. And as they go up the stairs, James goes down. Ever downwards, always downwards, deeper and deeper into his own private hell. Holy fuck.
Couldn't leave well enough alone, huh?
Well,
You just had to follow
Eddie.
me all the way out here. How many times do I have to kill you?
Eddie? Whoa, Eddie, it's me.
Oh. Hi, James.
Eddie, what are you doing?
What's it look like I'm doing? You fat, disgusting piece of shit, you make me sick. You gonna cry, fat ass? You gonna run to your mama? Waste of skin, why don't you just kill yourself?
God damn, Eddie.
Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And a corpse can't laugh!
Eddie.
What's that? You want to talk down to me some more? Tell me to relax? You're just like the rest of them, James.
No, I don't want...
Shut up! You think I'm stupid. You think I don't see it. But you've been laughing at me all along. Ever since we first met. But you ain't laughing now, are you?
Ah, yeah, fucking sock his ass.
You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. Yeah, you and me are the same. We're not like other people, don't you know that? Well, you're about to find out.
Alright, we have another ad break coming up in a couple of minutes, and since this is a moment I really don't want to, like, you know, have an ad interrupt, we'll probably take a short break here. Also, you'll notice these bodies look vague. They look vaguely James shaped, don't they? Just, you know, discolored and decrepit, nasty looking. But yeah. All right. Oh, we got some decent ammo action. All right. We're going to take a short ad break. We will be back after these messages, and we will deal with this Eddie situation. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll see y'all in a moment. I'm going to get more water. And I suggest, you know, if you would like, feel free to do the same. I like to use these at moments as a break for myself. That way nobody misses anything during the ads. So I will be back shortly. And I appreciate ya for hanging around. I'll be back. See you in a moment. right. And we're back. You get halfway up the stairs and see her standing in the doorway. She opens the door, turns around, looks at you and waves. She shuts the door leading to the cabin and a lock slides into place. Well, sooner or later we would come to figure out she ain't exactly loyal, is she? Leaving us on the stairs, stranded. I stare up at the door as it practically slams in my face. Hearing the lock latch as I let out a sigh. Well, I guess at least for now we're alive. I take a few steps closer. Leaning up to the door, not quite putting my face on it, but trying to listen past it. Looking at the shadow, her shadow as it creeps out from beneath the bottom of the door. Well, I thought you wanted me to follow you, I say, loud enough to be heard from beyond the wood. Kinda hard with this door between us, you know? Alright. Okay, Eddie, you've had enough of a break. Let's deal with this, shall we?
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look? Yeah, I ran away after I killed that dog. But you know what? It was fun! It tried to chew its own guts up. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. And now it's your turn, James.
Gotcha, bitch. Also, fuck you, Eddie. I've been spit on a lot in this fucking hellhole. You wanna see me going crazy?
And then you'll just curl up and die.
Also, fuck you for killing a dog.
Feel great. Just like before.
Where are you at? Of course. Oh. Gotcha! Yeah, chainsaw does some good damage. God damn it.
This is it, James.
Oh, you suck. I'm not liking you right now. Motherfucker. Gotcha, you fuck. Fucking. Wow, he doesn't say the line. Interesting. See, in the original, he gets upset at killing a person, which is poignant for reasons you find out later. But in this one, he did not. Interesting, very interesting. You step closer to the door and watch the shadows disappear and the noises fade. You shout beyond the door and get no answers. Well, shit, I guess she really just left me here. I look at the katana in my hand. Looking at the door for a moment, inspecting it, seeing how sturdy and or strong it might be. I give it a good kick, followed by another with the heel of my boot. I then see if there's any spots in the door, the frame, the hinge, where the blade might be able to slip. Oh yeah, I should probably mark on our little oh, it closed. Labyrinth didn't really have a lot of things to take notes on, or about. But yeah. Alright, so Labyrinth is done. Just put Eddie here. Is done. Nice. That's progress. It's crazy the Labyrinth has 2 bosses, huh? Alright, so Eddie ate it. Dead as fuck. Or is he? I don't know. This is Silent Hill after all. He might be. He might come back. We'll see. Probably not in this game, but I meant in, like, life. Road trip. 24. We made it out to the docks. You look at the katana, then back at the door. The old wooden door is rotten and cracked. The hinges are rusty. You give the door a good kick and it falls down with a thud. It crumbles. I step through the doorway, looking left, looking right, checking my corners in case the tricky princess was hiding in wait to ambush. Katana at the ready just in case as I step through into the room. You know, I'm surprised she wasn't held in a more secure location. This doesn't seem like it was all that, it would have been all that hard to break into or out of. I say softly to myself. Alright, it's time to go rowing. I still remember when I first played the original back in like college or whenever that was. I can't remember exactly when. It was years ago. Like at least, yeah, I think at least a decade, if not more. I think exactly a decade. Either way, I remember when I played this the first time and I was just rowing forever because it took me a while to realize you have to row towards the light. Which is funny because it does, what is it? It is hinted at that story earlier about the woman with the candle waiting on her lover and the lover following the light to reach her. Kind of the hint. The door falls to reveal an empty cabin. The table was still in its place. You look left and right and there's nothing. You look around to see that one of the 4 windows was shattered. I approached the window slowly, curious as to why she would have shattered it when there was a door she could have instead used. I'm cautious as I approach, still wary and expecting an ambush at any moment. Also, dear narrator, I appreciate this tale. I am getting close to the point where I will be done for the evening. Not quite yet, but getting there. You look at the table and notice a burnt black hand mark on the old wood. A shattered window. A mark on the table. On a random whim, no particular reason, I stabbed the katana through the black hand mark on the table. It's a town. Lakeview Hotel. That's terrible tea. And now we've made it to the final chapter. Lakeview Boat Rentals. Spend unforgettable moments on Toluca Lake. These waters will bring you peace. $15 for the day. You lift the katana and stab the wood through the burnt hand mark. Your katana slices right through the wood. She did make it very sharp after all. Knowing at least if the kick earlier did not destroy the door, the katana would have. I stare down at the hand mark, now split in two by the blade before unsheathing it from the table. My whim clearly not boring any fruit, not that I was really sure what it would do. I instead return to the window and peek out past the shattered glass. Still curious why the window and not why she wouldn't just use the door like I had initially. She did mention she had her ways and they were not to be questioned, but the logic eludes me ever slightly. Alright, we're in the garden. You know, after the Labyrinth, it's kind of actually nice to be out in this foggy air, you know. Personally, I actually kind of like fog and like stormy weather and rain and a little bit of gloomy. It makes me all, I don't know, it comforts me. No, you are good, narrator. I appreciate this. This has been fun.
This place hasn't changed at all in 3 years.
Are making me want to do a Slay the Princess stream at some point, though. If that was part of the intent, it has succeeded. I do want to stream through that game now. Which, to be fair, it was on my list. I just hadn't gotten to it yet. As the cold draws near, they abandon their old nests to return in time. The rotten apple. Lone one of the east, out of the water's safety, now lost out of breath. You get to the window and peek out to see a very bright red light. It's intriguing. It's intrusive. This section of the garden is closed for maintenance. Sorry for the inconvenience. I used the dull end of the katana, sliding it across the windowsill to make sure all the glass was brushed up out of the way, so that I may safely crawl through to get outside and see the source of the light. I'm gonna guess any bolt cutters for that. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I played this, but yeah. You slowly realize the light isn't just a light, it's her hand still molten hot, glowing in the darkness. That's locked. Welcome to Neighborhood Cafe. I think that's what it says.
Our room.
Waiting for you.
Mary.
Room 312. Oh, fuck. My first yawn of the night. Mr. James Sunderland, regarding the videotape you left in your room during your last stay, I'm glad to inform you that we have recovered the item and moved it to the employees section on the first floor. The tape is stored within the hotel safe to be returned to you at your earliest convenience. Well, that is considerate of them. You use the dull end of the katana and clear the broken remains and hop outside. You see her standing away from you, with one hand on a tree and the other just hanging. I approach behind her, katana still in hand, cautious, watching her movements as I get ever closer. You know, Princess, it's a little hard to follow you when you lock the door, but somehow I managed, I say in a playful tone. Still a bit of distance away from her as I speak. Still very wary of her beyond average capabilities, even despite the immaculate weapon within my hand. Alright, so this playthrough so far is 16 hours. Hold up. Is that? Huh. I wonder if that's related to that in any way. Curious. I mean, I'll write it down. At first I thought it was C4, but it reminded me of that note I saw God knows how many hours ago. Yeah, quite a bit ago. That was... because that little note, the roof footprint and river note was from the apartments, and right below it says so. Makes me curious if I missed others. I'm wondering if that's a safe combination. I don't remember that in my first playthrough. Huh. Interesting. Tenant running to rent due. WB PGH AY RDJ. Robert Downey Jr. He was here? JS indefinitely. Paid in full. Is that James Sutherland, perhaps? AM SBZH. You try to sneakingly get closer and step on a twig. She turns towards you with her molten hand ready to strike. It melts your skin, your closed skin, muscle, and bone. Her fist ends up going straight through your heart, but somehow you're not dead. As she lands on me, I swing the katana upwards to impale her. Obviously, she gets her hit in, but at least I did something, I suppose. As her fist stabs through my chest, staring down at her, or staring up at her, my eyes widen. Is this heaven? I say, looking around. Surely suppose it's supposed to be dead, yet not. I stare at her dumbfoundedly. is this even possible? No, I can't go. James, no more toilets, okay, James? Don't put your hand in any more toilets. Unless there's ammo, I guess. Maybe we might. But so far I haven't found ammo in the toilet. Just like in the bathroom. There's like nothing in here. Just empty bathroom. Anything down here? That's locked. That's a note. Note to staff, be sure to clean up the fireplace in the conference room. Alright. You stab at her with the katana, but in a very vital area. Her heart. She looks at you with a frustrated face. Well, I unlocked it, but I can't do much with it just yet. I stare up at her, coughing out blood from my own wound. Still perplexed how I was still alive. Now feeling a twinge of, I don't want to say regret, but some kind of I don't really know how to describe it. Feeling a little bad that the strike had struck her heart as well. I cough out more blood, unsure how I was still alive. I stare up at her. Shot through the heart, I suppose. Before receiving the punch, the molten punch to my face. Intermezzo. Cafe Toluca. Drink. $102. Take that, some ammo, always good to have. Ah, the Book of Lost Memories. After melting most of your face, she stands up in the forest, looking at her hands. Blood on one hand and evaporated blood on the other. $211 to $217. That's locked. I have so many like random things for endings. "'Tis his blood I see on my hands, and no amount of water could flush away my sins." It's another yawn. The surrounding world turns into a black void, and a bunch of hands and arms take her into the void. Gone. Well, damn. Starting to sound like I did not get the good ending. The end. Ending number 23 out of 35. The Melted Loss. Thank you for that, narrator. That was a fun time, actually. I'm glad you stopped by. And again, gonna make me have to play Slay the Princess. This has been a fun stream. We made it out of the labyrinth. I ended the world. Kinda helped Angela with her trauma, and I guess, you know, killed Eddie. Kind of succumbed to his trauma, unfortunately. Lost Maria again. Then we made it to the Lakeview Hotel. We are on the final stretch of Silent Hill. And we'll be continuing Silent Hill on Wednesday, hopefully. I might be back Tuesday, but more than likely not. I like to have a day in between. But we'll be back Wednesday with more Silent Hill. Thank you again, narrator, for that wonderful story. That was actually a lot of fun, and I appreciate you. And again, I will have to expedite my timing of playing Slay the Princess, because you have definitely intrigued me with that whole narrative. But for now, I think it's time for us all to have a nice rest and unwind back into the fog from whence we came. I'm going to find someone to raid out to on Twitch and wrap up for the night. So let's see who is up. Once again, thank y'all for hanging out. And watching and having, you know, excuse me, and joining us as we traverse through these tales. Through the end of the world, and also James' trauma hell in Silent Hill. Wednesday, we will be returning to the lake house and progressing through it. Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, thank you, Princess, as well. I'm sorry, I had assumed you were both the same. That's my fault. Sorry about that. So thank y'all both. That's awesome. That is actually awesome that y'all do that. I'm going to wrap up. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. At some point, I will clip together all these things and maybe make like a full video of it. Just like without, like the main, like the story of it, right? Without like the Silent Hill bits in between. I think that would be a fun one. And if not, it's been a fun stream irregardless. Let's see. I think. Let me refresh my raid list real quick. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for hanging out and for the narration. Oh, I do hope so. Thank you, dear narrator. Have a good rest. You've earned it. Dun, dun, dun. All right, I think we're going to raid out to Time Tiger. What is she playing? What is she doing? Parkour. Oh, Mirror's Edge. Nice. It's a good change of pace from Silent Hill. All right, we're going to go raid out to Time Tiger. Y'all feel free to shoot her a follow. She's pretty cool, pretty chill. And again, thank y'all for hanging. And until next time, we'll return from the fog on Wednesday. Good night, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate you. And I'll catch you next time.